Hey, welcome back to Black Press. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Now let's get to it.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It's your girl Trish.
And your boy, Mr. Define.
And we are
Black Press.
So, we're back into it. We're ready to jump into some topics. But before we do that, we would like for you to like, comment, subscribe, and
hit the bell.
Yes.
So that you can get notifications for every time we come out with another video. Mm-hmm. Definitely like. Definitely share.
Yeah.
Definitely subscribe. Mm-hmm. Just definitely do everything.
Yes. So, if you haven't been watching the news lately, or if you're hiding under a rock, I want to discuss a topic, and I call it "Frenemy is no friend of me." Why? Because so many situations we put ourselves in, and we don't realize that the people that we're around is not really our friends. And speaking of that, I want to mention a person that was just murdered by her so-called friends. Her name is Shaquela Robinson. It was a group of 6 of them. They took a trip down to Mexico. On this trip, it was supposed to be, like you go on trips with your friends. You think it's going to be a good time and you're going to have fun and stuff.
Yeah.
You see them walking around with the camera and they're saying, "Is everybody naked?" And then they walk in the room and it's only one person naked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I heard on the video where it said like she's gonna keep it hot or getting her bathing suit because of course you're on vacation and you want to do vacation stuff, go to the beach and stuff. So she was stripped. I guess they must have had like some type of thing on where they were all gonna strip down, but she was the only one naked. The other video shows them physically assaulting this female and physically assaulting her to the point where one of her friends called out and say, "Are you not going to fight back?" And she said no. Mm-hmm. Then next thing you know, you see them swinging her to the floor and then repeatedly assaulting her. And then next thing you know, the group of them come back from Mexico and their friend is in the hotel room dead. They were saying that she was alcohol poisoned, and when the ambulances and stuff went there, they pronounced her dead from supposed alcohol poisoning. Mm-hmm. But when they got back, it was so many mixed stories, and no one was knowing what was going on. And they went to her mom and cried and said that they don't know like what happened. It was alcohol poisoning, and then come to find out, it was them. Like I can't even fathom how that how her mom feels. Like regardless of what age you are, you are still your mom's baby. Mm-hmm. And she trusted these individuals, and they took her life. As I say, you can't trust everybody. Everybody's not to be trusted.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's very tragic.
It really is. It's just. This community we got these days. Mm-hmm. There is no real loyalty.
Yeah.
There's no loyalty. Only thing because I saw the video too.
Yeah.
And I've been. I can't say I've been on both sides because I haven't been the one that's just getting destroyed, but I've been the one that would win. I've won fights where once the person stops fighting back, you're not fighting that person. You're killing that person.
Yeah.
So it's just, to me, there is a lack of
Humanity.
Yeah. I was gonna say empathy, but definitely that's the better word.
Empathy too. Yeah.
There's a lack of humanity, and in our world, that for you to injure someone to the point of their death and literally, like, to be where you are, you're not injuring someone that you don't know. Like, you're injuring someone that you have an actual relationship with. But nobody cares anymore. No, nobody really cares enough about anybody to actually have value for their life. Like, my goodness, you don't have value for anybody's life. That's what I believe the community is at the point of our community is we actually have been desensitized by World Star and all of these other things that we literally in music and lifestyles where it's not about, like, people can literally destroy somebody's life, like,
in an instant,
and not care.
In an instant.
I think, yeah, that's the biggest thing. We have become completely desensitized to the reality of taking someone's life.
Yeah.
I believe that this issue, like, we can say all that we want about them white folks is crazy shooting up schools.
But we kill our own. Yeah. There's no and in the act there's no sympathy or you don't feel they're not feeling bad about it. They're just acting it out, and then later on they want to say, "Oh, I didn't mean to take it that far. I was just trying to teach her a lesson." And things of that nature, because I guarantee you that's what they're gonna come out and say.
But I bet you that's the same thing somebody that ran through a school would say. Like, you do that. I think that needs to be correlated between the two. That needs to be compared. That if you for someone to do what they did to that girl is the same as what these people that are doing active shooter events, they're doing the same thing. You're saying that my intent to harm is more important to me than that person's life, or those person's lives.
Yeah.
There's no difference. There's no difference. I've been to the point. I've been in altercations where I've literally been on top of somebody. Like, when I realized I won and there's no way you have any chance of beating me, I'm not gonna keep hitting you. Yeah. Like, why would I do that?
She probably gave up in hopes that they would stop hitting her.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like she was doing.
Yeah, because she said the person said, "You're not gonna hit back," and she said no.
No.
But she said no, and she didn't say no. She said no. Yeah. Like please stop. Yeah. That's what I heard from her.
And that's another thing. She's like, she said no, but she didn't. She should have got. She didn't block. She should have got into a defensive position.
She was giving up though.
Yeah,
she was giving up.
Right.
Like you have
hey, you know what happened?
You have 6 people beating you up.
Yeah.
And nobody there to rescue you.
No, I don't mean defensive position like striking back. I mean defensive position like
protecting herself.
Yeah, you.
I think she gave up.
We. Did you grow up in the time when you did tornado what like rehearsals at your school?
Yeah.
And when you go out into the hallway and you face the wall and you get down and you press your hands over your head, that's what she should have done. If you're not gonna fight back, go into turtle mode.
She probably couldn't do that though. They was hitting her back.
I saw some of it though. She was standing up. Yeah, no, and then it sung her. I'm not standing up. If I know I'm not gonna fight, get down into turtle mode. Get down on your knees, man. But that's not taught anymore. Yeah. That's not taught anymore. Like I was just talking to some people, some fellas at church, and we were talking about some young adults that lost their lives over touching wires, like live electrical wires, and it's like the youth don't know what they don't get the same training that we used to get. Like I doubt they get stop, drop, and roll. Put in the comments. Matter of fact, did we say like the video, like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and go ahead and share this with somebody else. These are great conversations that we're having, and join in the conversation in the comments. But stop, drop, and roll. Yeah. Do they teach that anymore?
Some form of it.
Yeah, but she should have. This whole thing where I'm just gonna stand there and then let you punch me in the face and sling me around. What do they do to that?
When a person reaches their breaking point where they just feel hopeless, like you have to think about it. They had her stripped down till she was naked, so it's not like
she wasn't completely naked.
She was completely naked from head to toe.
What video you watched?
The same video you watched.
She wasn't naked.
What she had on?
She had on like some skimpy clothes, but she wasn't naked.
She was naked. She was bare naked.
I didn't see that video then.
She was bare naked. And you have to think about it, like if she was to run out of the door, they'll think she's like crazy or something like that. Or how much help do you really think she would have got? And then she's in a foreign place.
Yeah, in Mexico, they ain't worried about you.
And then the thing about like Mexico, they have they classified it as a murder yet?
No, they're still trying to say it was. They reluctant to call it. They call it. It had 2 check marks on the death certificate. It said accidental and extreme violence or something like that.
Blunt force trauma.
No, they didn't say blunt force trauma, but it was they checked both of them, so it's like, okay, was it an accident or was it a result of violence?
So they're probably thinking that as a result of her alcohol poisoning, she probably fell down and bumped her head and stuff. But it refutes the fact because it's on camera because they were recording it, and I guarantee you they have more footage on their phone because in the video you can see 2 people on their phone and then you see the person in the corner, so they know what happened.
Yeah, there's a big thing about where people are not gonna help you, especially in our community. Like there's nobody's gonna.
Everybody's recording.
Prime example. I was watching. We both saw it. Or it might have just been me, where somebody was getting arrested, and that it was a female cop. It was a female cop. A male was getting arrested, and he struggled, and he fought back. And it was a white female cop, and then other white people came to help that female cop subdue the white male, and that's what they did because it was part of like that was I don't know. Yeah, it was at that point. It was definitely just their natural instinct was to help, even though the whole thing ended up them praising one other white woman after she came. She came like after three other men that already showed up to help. But my point is, they did that, and we're going in the opposite direction. We're going in the opposite direction of helping, and we're going just towards recording so that we can get likes, views, and comments. Our community is literally desensitizing ourselves from the atrocities of violence, death, and murder.
There's a lot more to the story that hasn't been told and that we don't know. There's always a backstory. It's always a backstory.
And I can't. It's
gonna come out.
I really can't wait for this information to come out. I really want to know what happened.
Yeah.
Like, what is it that brought these groups of quote unquote friends to literally beat this woman until her life was ended? Like, what was it? What is it that could cause you to do that? That's one. And then two, how are you so inhumane that everybody will watch the next assault person, the next assaulter, like beat this woman?
But you know what's crazy? They did that because it says, but there's different stories coming out that's saying every one of them took part in that. But they laid her down in the bed and then called the ambulance, right? Because when the ambulance came, they said that she was unconscious.
Yeah.
And she was suffering from alcohol poisoning. So they laid her down in the bed. So all of them partook in it.
Yeah.
It has to be more information. It has to be something. I can't wait till like the officer who came on the scene or the paramedic that came on the scene. We need to hear from them. Like, what did you see when you went there? Just different stuff.
I really hope they get extradited. I hope all of them get extradited back to Mexico, so that when you are prosecuted and you get sentenced to prison time, I hope they end up in prison in Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I don't care. I don't care what's going on. I don't care. I don't even care if it's someone that I don't like. If I don't like you or I can't stand you, I'm still not going to stand there and watch you get beat to death.
Yeah.
Like, everybody in that group are literally like, where's your soul at, bruh?
They replaced it with hatred.
Bruh, where's your soul? And yeah, hatred. Because the one in the video was like, I'm tired of you. It was like, I really want to know this story. I really want to know this story because I want to know what would cause you to have so much anger, hate, and disgust for a person that you would all beat this person until the end of their life. And I also just want to say that you're not humane. You are literally. That's that. Like
you know they are a danger to society, and they need to lock them up because if they did that and they're like skating by, who's to say they won't do it again?
Yeah, and they went to her mom's house
and cried
and cried and tried to convince her that it was a alcohol poison. Like, it was that the story that they were trying to sell.
They're a danger to society. They need
to a danger to society. Yeah. A danger to humanity.
They need to get them, lock them up.
And there are people that still. I don't believe they're the only ones that do stuff like that. Like World Star is what caused this type of lifestyle of
Yeah, there used to
I'm
be a lot
not
of
gonna
fighting and
help.
stuff
I'm
on
just
there.
gonna record it.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna help. I'm just gonna record it. Like, come on, yo, for real? Like, you literally just gonna let people get beat to death and you don't help?
It's crazy.
Okay, I'm trying to date myself, but I used to watch the show on Seinfeld.
Mhm.
The Seinfeld show. There was an episode where they They were seeing. I think they were in a foreign country, and they were seeing someone get assaulted or something happen,
Mhm.
and they did not help,
Mhm.
and they got prosecuted. And everybody from the first episode all the way to the last episode came and testified against him. It
Mhm.
was so funny,
Yeah.
but that's what people are doing. Like they not, they're not. We don't help each other anymore.
Don't.
All we do is post it on social media.
Yeah.
We posted a reel
Mhm.
about a young lady that was had her baby in her arm and
Mhm.
she's standing on the side of a SUV. It looks like a Suburban.
Mhm.
She's standing on the side of the Suburban as the Suburban is trying to leave the parking lot, and it was a young man driving it,
Mhm.
and she's on the side, and she's obviously endangering her baby.
Yeah, the baby's head was just
Yeah,
swinging
just
back and forth.
swinging. And we posted that as part of a one of our previous videos
Yeah.
of I did the best that I could. But so many, I
Yeah.
literally stopped responding to the comments
Mhm.
because there are people that don't, that for one, they are saying, oh no, you don't know if they called CPS, you don't know if they called the cops. And it's like, okay, we don't know, but we can understand that this actual community that we're in is more likely to record the incident than they are to report the incident.
Yeah.
We're doing that more often these days than not. So, but so many people will just try to say, oh, you don't know if they did it. Well, we know by percentages that we as a community will record somebody getting beat to end of their life
Mhm.
and still have it on record.
Yeah. And then who wants to see stuff like that? It's because everybody's getting desensitized and
The
yeah,
only
yeah,
benefit to it is
exposure.
exposure.
Yeah.
Like, so because of the same thing that we can say about that,
Mhm.
about her losing her life, and about the incident of the video that we have on Instagram at We Are Black Press, is this those same things are what led to the prosecution of George Floyd's murderers.
Mhm. Yeah, exposure.
Exposure. Somebody with the camera.
Yeah. So maybe there's one person that, like the person that recorded, they didn't want to get too much involved, but they wanted it to be recorded so that because I can't even fathom like why they thought that was acceptable.
But then the other question is, how does it end up on social media
They went live. I think they went live.
in Mexico?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But then I'm talking
Recorded.
and also. But if you add that, correlate that with the video that
Mm-hmm.
we posted or with that we reposted off the
Mm-hmm.
reel, it's like, how did that one end up on social media?
Yeah.
That means that
They
person.
just sit there and record.
I don't believe you can logically say that the person that posted that to social media also sent that to CPS and to local authorities. Like I
Just a
don't believe
bystander.
that it. I think the likelihood of them posting it and reporting it are not very.
It's highly unlikely.
Yeah, it's unlikely that they recorded it, posted it to social media, and they reported it to local authorities. No,
Yeah.
because that's not the mindset that we have. There's a mindset of this is horrible. I have to report this, or this is horrible. I need to post this.
Yeah.
That those two
Everybody has their
mindsets
own.
don't combine.
Everybody's their own media coverage.
Yeah, everybody just want to see how many likes they
From
can get off
unreliable
this.
sources. Yeah.
Everybody want to see how many likes they can get.
But we do offer our condolences from the deepest parts of our hearts because I pray that no one else has to go through that or have to witness that and see it on footage. So
I think this is the same as Sharkeisha. You know, never saw the Sharkeisha World Star?
it's the same as Kanika.
No, it's Sharkeisha. It was like Sharkeisha, no.
That one.
Yeah, Sharkeisha, no. Like for one, why your name's Sharkeisha? Look at the last videos. Names, come on, really? Like if my parents named me Sharkeisha, I would never write that down on my anything. But this was years ago, and this is like when it first started, like just recording everybody getting their tail whooped, and instead of anybody stopping it, they're just gonna record it. This is the same thing as Real Housewives and all of that other, all of that. It's all the same.
No, it's not.
There's the same. Yes. If you watch a show, anyway, let me finish this Sharkeisha thing where Sharkeisha got into a fight with this girl, and she beat the girl, and the girl dropped to the ground, and then Sharkeisha cocked her foot all the way back a whole 180 degrees and kicked that girl in the face on the ground. And then somebody yelled out, Sharkeisha, no! Like, I'm gonna blame myself. Jerry Springer at 4:30, I got off that bus at 4 o'clock and ran to the house to watch Jerry Springer.
I never liked that.
As kids.
Too volatile.
I was in middle school when Jerry Springer was doing that. I
don't like it. I still don't like it.
But that's what we watching.
I don't watch that.
We love to see people get into a fight. Why do we love that?
I don't. Well, me personally,
why do we love to see?
Because I always I always think like, I wish I was there to stop that.
You think about that when you watch Real Housewives too?
That's different. That's entertainment.
Why?
But they're not.
Is it the conflict that's entertainment, or just their lifestyle?